So there is a mistake we made actually. This will be y by x. So y is 1 and x is minus root 3. So tan theta will be how much? Minus 1 by root 3. Okay. So you all know that tan theta is 1 by root 3 at what angle? It is at 30 degrees. Okay, it is at 30 degrees. So basically this theta that you get from here is in the second quadrant, somewhere here. This will be the theta angle here in this quadrant. Okay, so this will be this will be the theta angle 30 over here. Okay, but you can see the value is negative, so that means it is lying in the second quadrant. So what you will do is you will add, basically this is total 180 degree, so you have to find out this angle. See, from here you get the reference angle. You know this, you can get the reference angle. Reference angle is how much? 30 degrees. Reference angle is 30 degrees. Okay, so what you have to try and find out is the actual angle. So if reference angle is 30 degrees, so what will be the actual angle? Actual angle will be 180 minus 30 degree. 180 minus 30 degree. So this is the actual angle. So it will be 180 minus 30 is equal to 150 degrees. So 150 degrees is the answer. Okay, or you can just imagine in which at what point is the value of tan, that is tan is negative. Okay, tan is the value of negative, tan is minus 1 by root 3. Okay, so if you can imagine like this, somewhat tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Okay, now you can also write it like this, tan 180 minus 30 is equal to how much? You can see this is 180, so 180 is 90 into 2 minus 30 degree. This is lying in the second quadrant. Okay, and in second quadrant tan is negative, so you will write negative here, and multiplier is even, so again tan will come here, and angle is 30, so this is minus tan 30, so this will be minus 1 by root 3. Okay, tan will basically, see, tan just gets converted to cot. Okay, if there is a odd multiple, tan gets converted to cot. Okay, so now you know the angle is 150 degree. Okay, now what you have to find out is the value of r. So you know y is equal to r sin theta. So y is how much? 1. R you don't know. Sin 150. How much is sin 150? Sin 150 will be how much? 90 into 1 plus 60 degree. Okay, so this is lying in the second quadrant. Second quadrant sign is positive, right? Positive. 1 is even, odd. So this will convert it to cos, get converted to cos 60. This will be 1 by 2. Okay, so 1 is equal to 1 by 2. Sorry, 1 is equal to r into 1 by 2. R is equal to 2. So this is your answer. R is equal to 2 units. So you will write like this: 2, 150 degree. You will always write the polar coordinates in form of r and theta. So r, theta, 2, 150 degree. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, next question is basically they have given us some angles and we have to find their values. So first angle is sine 19 pi by 3. Okay, so in these questions you can see these angles are very large. See, 19 pi by 3 is how much? 90 into 180 upon 3, 60, So 19 into 6 is how much? 1140 degree. This is some like 1140 degree. Okay, we have to find the value of sine 1140 degree. So you can do it the conventional way I have shown you. You can write sine 1140 degree. Then you can see in which number is the multiple of 1140. 90 multiple. You can write in multiple form. So 90 into 10 is 900. 90 into 11 is 990. Okay, so you can write it like this: sine 90 into 11 plus 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Okay, or you will write 50 degrees. Actually, it is 50 degrees. Okay, sorry, there is another mistake. So 90 into 12 will be how much? 90 into 12 will be how much? 1080. 1080. So you will write here 90 into 12 plus 60 degree. See, this is little bit difficult. Okay, we are not going to proceed by this method. I will go show you another shortcut. Now the shortcut method I had shown you earlier, it is not applicable in this one, because you can see it is very difficult to find out the multiple form of 90 and write it like this. Okay, now you can solve. You know that it is even. Okay, but now if you have to find the quadrant, how many times you have to rotate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like many times you have to rotate to find the sign, because you see this is being rotated 12 times. Okay, so this way it is going to be very tough for you all. Okay, so don't follow this method. I will show you another method. I had told you earlier that periodicity of sine is 2 pi. Yes. So what does it mean is that sine repeats itself after every 2 pi angle. Sine repeats itself after every 2 pi angle. So if I split it in form of 2 pi, multiple of 2 pi, will my life become easier? Yes, obviously yes. Okay, so let us see how can I write it in form of multiple form of 2 pi. Let us see. First of all, instead of 19 pi by 3, can I write like this? 18 pi plus pi by 3. You can write like this without any doubt. What I want to do is basically want to remove this 3, okay, on the bottom. I want to make a even multiple, because you see 2 pi will always have even multiple in the form 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, what I am trying to do here is trying to make a even multiple. Okay, trying to get that even multiple. So I split it into form of 18 pi plus pi. Why I did that? Now see, sine 18 pi upon 3 plus pi by 3. Okay, now see what happened. 18 by 3 is how much? 6. So 6 pi plus pi by 3. Okay, now you can write this. Now you know, I will just show you. I know it in my mind. This is 6 pi is a multiple of 2. Why? See, 3 into 2 pi. It is a multiple of 2 pi. What does it mean is that 3 times it is being rotated by 2 pi degree. So you know the function repeats itself after 2 pi. The periodicity is 2 pi. So if it is repeating after itself after 2 pi, so what will be the answer? The answer will be sine pi by 3. Okay, because this just tells us that the function is this is the periodicity. Periodicity is 2 pi and the function is already rotated 3 times the 2 pi. It has rotated 3 times the angle of 2 pi. Okay, so what will happen is that it will come back to this original angle pi by 3, because periodicity is 2 pi. Okay, so the answer will be sine pi by 3. Sine pi by 3 is how much? 60 degrees. So root 3 by 2. So see, this is very easy form. Yeah, instead of doing this 90 into 212, it is going to be very complicated for you. Okay, so this is the accurate method to do this. Okay, root 3 by 2. Let us go to the next part. next part is okay. Now just write 114 in the multiple for cos 114 cos function periodicity is how much? For cos function periodicity is also 2 pi. Okay, so just write it in multiple form of 2 pi. So it will be like 360 into 2 is 720. Okay, into 3 is how much? 1080. So yes, you can write it like this: cos 360 into 3 plus 60 degrees. See, 360 degree into 3 is 1080 plus 60. 1080 plus 60 is 1140. So this is has a periodicity of 2 pi. So now it will repeat after this interval only. So you can, instead of this, you can write cos 60, and cos 60 is how much? 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is your answer. Okay, so all these angles that are greater than 360 degrees, you can use this concept of periodicity that I have told you. In the other questions, you can do the 90 degree one method that I have shown, the multiple form. Okay. Next, cot 25 नहीं क्या है? Cot 25 pi by 3. Okay, now we have to find the value of cot 25 pi by 3. Now again, right here first, periodicity of tan and cot is how much? Pi. It is only pi, okay, not 2 pi by 3. So I will split it into multiple of pi. I will split it into multiple of pi. Okay. So see how much useful this concept of periodicity is, that I have told you earlier in the trigonometric range and domain and all that I have shown you earlier. It is so useful. Okay, so just that should be on your tips. The periodicity, range, domain and graph, they should be on your tips. Okay, periodicity is equal to pi. Okay, so cot, how can you write it in multiple form? First I will separate the 3. I will try to remove the 3. So I can write it like this: 24 pi plus pi divided by 3, or cot 24 pi by 3 plus pi by 3. Okay, this will be cot 24 by 3 is 8 pi plus pi by 3. Now again I get a multiple form of pi. This is the periodicity. The function is repeating itself after every pi. So you can write it like this: cot pi by 3. Okay, and what is cot pi by 3? Cot pi by 3 is 1 by root 3. Cot 60, yeah. So cot pi by 3 is 1 by 60, 1 by root 3. If you don't remember the value of cot, just write it like 1 by tan pi by 3. 1 by tan pi by 3 or 1 by tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3, and 1 by root 3 is 1 by tan 60 will be 1 by root 3. Okay, so this was the last part of question number. This was the question number 16. Yes. Okay. Now let us do the last question of the exercise. Even though it is the last question, but this is the biggest question. This question is even bigger than the whole 2 exercise you have done. Okay, so these are the proof questions. Prove the identities. These are one of the most important questions. Okay, and you will probably get them for 5 marker or 3 marker at least. Okay, so these are very important, and try solve them very carefully. I will show you a general method how to solve them. First we will start with the first part. Okay, make a correction in your books. Instead of plus, that should be multiply. Here it is written plus. Yes, this is not plus. It is multiply. Okay. So first of all, I will give you a general gist of how to solve these proof questions. Okay, what you have to do basically, you have to prove that either the right hand side, you have to make either the left hand side equal to right hand side, or you can make this right hand side equal to left hand side. It is your choice. You have to solve any of the one sides and make the one side equal to the other side. And after that you have done that, you can write hence proof. Okay, so basically this is what you have to do. Now in this trigonometric functions, there is a dilemma that which side I should proceed first. Okay, you might be getting confused that I should start with this side or this side. So the answer is that you can proceed with any side you want. Okay, as I told you, there are many methods to solve a trigonometric function, so don't worry about that. You can proceed with this side or this side also. Okay, but now I will give you a small general idea that from which side you should proceed. You should proceed from a side that has more number of coefficients. Okay, that has more number of trigonometric functions, that looks bigger to you, is the side that you have to start with. Okay, also start with the side always that has tan. See, this side has sine function. Okay, can you simplify anything beyond sine? No, you cannot simplify this beyond sine theta. But this one, you can make this simplified more. You can make tan to sine and cos form. Okay, see, sine and cos are the most basic trigonometric functions. Okay, all the functions can be written in these forms. So we say sine and cos are the most basic trigonometric functions. So in the right hand side there is already sine, so you don't have to touch this one. You will basically start with this left hand side. Okay, because there is a tan function. Also this is a little bit bigger than this side, so there is a good chance that if you solve this, you will get this. Okay, you can start from here also, but that is your choice. Okay, it's up to you, but I will start from left hand side. So how to proceed in this question? So first thing that you will do in most of the trigonometric functions, questions like these, is that convert the trigonometric function. You see, this is, you can see here tan. Okay, you are seeing that the function here is tan, and on the right side it is sine. So what you have to do, you have to make it sine. So how will you make it? You will convert sine tan into sine by cos. So you will write here 1 plus sine square a upon cos square a into 1 plus 1 upon sine square a yes, you can write like this. Okay. Okay, now look in this one. The LCM is how much? The LCM is cos square a. So what will you write here? Cos square a plus sine square a upon cos square a. Yes, the LCM, am I right? LCM is cos square a. So cos square a will come here. Okay. Now look at this one carefully. Here it is cos square a, so that will go on the top. Okay, so what will it become? It will become cos square a upon sine square a, right? Now what will be the LCM? LCM will be sine square a, so sine square a okay. Now look carefully here. Sine cos square a plus sine square a upon cos square a into sine square a plus cos square a upon sine square a. Okay. Now look carefully here. Now you know sine square a plus cos square a is what? That is 1. Okay. Same as this one also. This is also 1. What can you write now? You can write here 1 upon cos square a into 1 upon sine square a. Yes. Okay. Now look carefully. What is on the right side? Right side it is sine square a minus sine raised to the power 4a. Left side it is cos square a into sine square a. So you have sine. You already have one sine square a, but there is a cos. So you have to convert this cos also into sine, because on the right side you are only seeing sine. So how can you convert this cos square a into sine? You know that sine square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. You know that sine square a. Okay, so cos square a will be Sine square a minus 1. Yes. So just substitute the value here. So this one will be cos square a is equal to sine square a minus 1. Okay, so sine square a minus 1 into sine square a. Okay, so this will be equal to sine raised to the power 4a minus sine square a. If you multiply the sine square inside the bracket, this will be sine raised to the power 4a minus sine raised to the power 2a. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, but there is, I think, a little bit mistake in your book. The right hand side will be sine raised to the power 4 minus sine raised to the power 2. Because you can see left hand side is coming this and you cannot change anything in this. So left hand side is sine raised to the power 4a minus sine. Make a correction in your book. Okay, the right hand side should be sine raised to the power 4a minus sine raised to the power 2a. Okay. See, left hand side is coming this and right hand side was the opposite, so this is not possible. So there might be a mistake in your book. Okay, so this was the first part. So now let's go to the next part. Next part is cos square a minus 1 into cot square a plus 1 is equal to minus 1. Okay, so this is the question that they have asked you. So now you have to proceed from one side, that is up to you. Now in this side, right hand side, it is already minus 1. It is the simplest form that can exist. You cannot make it any more simpler. But this one you can simplify, right? You can make this into cos upon sine and you can do something. So I will start with the left hand side. So now okay, I just simplified cot into cos and sine form. Okay, now what I can do here is, first of all, you can take the LCM. I just took the LCM. Okay, now see, cos square a plus sine square a, what will that be? That will be 1. Okay, now this is right. So now you can write it like okay, so what is cos square a upon sine square a? Cos square a upon sine square a is cot square a, and 1 upon sine square a is how much? Cosec square a. Okay, now look carefully. Are you seeing identity here? You all have studied that identity, cosec square a minus cot square a is equal to 1. But this is cot square a minus cosec square a. So what you can do is you can take out minus common, minus 1 common. This will become cosec square a minus cot square a. Now you can put the value of this as 1. So 1 into minus 1 will be how much? Minus 1. So just write in the end, write like this, LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, so hence proved. LHS is equal to RHS. Both side is -1. Okay, so this was the second part. Let's look at the third part. Third part is so you have to prove this the relationship is true. You have to prove that this relationship is true. So which side you will proceed with? Obviously the left side, because left side is the more complicated one. Right hand side is already little bit compact. So you will proceed with the left hand side. So always do one thing when you proceed: convert the sec, cosec, everything, convert all the function into form of sine and cos as much as you can. So you will write sine theta plus 1 upon cos theta whole square. Okay, just take the LCM now. Okay, here also you can take the LCM. Okay, I hope till now it is clear to you all. Just converted all the functions into the form of sine and cos. Okay, now let us see, look carefully here. Here it is sine theta cos theta plus 1, here it is cos theta sine theta plus 1. So you can take out this common. What you will write is whole square. You can take out common. What will you get inside? 1 upon okay. I just took out sine theta cos theta sine theta plus 1 whole square common from this equation. Okay, now we will just forget this about this for some time. We will try and solve this one. So what will be the LCM? LCM will be cos square theta sine square theta. So this will become what? Okay, now cos square theta plus sin square theta is what? That is 1. Okay, so now let us go back to this side. This side was, okay, I will do it here. Okay, I am doing here. So this will be, I will just open the whole square. So this shall be I just open the whole square of this. Okay, what will be on the upon cos square theta okay, is it right? Yes. Just now open this denominator part. I will just open them individually by like this. Okay, I hope you get it. I just opened this denominator with, I just separated numerator denominator from the this division sign. Okay, I just separated all of them. Okay, now look carefully. Sin square theta cos square theta upon cos square theta sin square theta cancel, same thing. Okay, now look carefully here. Cos theta square sin theta square. Okay, now 1 plus 2 upon cos theta sin theta plus cos square theta sin square theta. Now look carefully on the right side. You are having cosec theta and sec theta, right? So now I have to convert this cos and sin into sec theta. So you know, here you have 1 upon cos theta into 1 upon sin theta. Yes. So 1 upon cos theta will be what? Sec theta. And 1 upon sin theta will be cosec theta. Okay. Plus 1 upon cos square theta, sec square theta, plus 1 upon sin into 1 upon sin square theta is cosec square theta. Now, what do you see from this equation that I have written? What form is this? This is basically, you can assume cosec. What you can assume is 1 to be A. Okay. Sec theta cosec theta to be B, and this is what? This is 2AB. You can write here into 1. Okay, no need to write in 2 into 1. You can write like this: 2AB, 2AB, A 2AB, B square, A square. Sorry, you can write like this. So which identity are you seeing? This is A plus B whole square. A plus B whole square is A square plus 2AB plus B square. So how will you write it now? A is how much? 1 plus B is how much? Sec theta cosec theta. I know it is a little bit big question, but now you are in 11th standard, so you should be able to do them. Okay, so this is the right side and the left hand side, sorry. And this is equal to RHS, hence verified. Okay, so you have to use all these tricks that I am trying to tell you here. Most of the time it is becoming like this whole square. If there is a whole square, so obviously the answer will come in such a way that you can make it into whole square form. Okay, so this was the third part. As before, I am repeating again. If you want, you can do by some other method also. It's up to you. It's your choice. Okay, this is how I did it. Next one. So you have to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, so you will start with the left hand side. Okay, now look carefully here. Which side will you start? Left hand side. Now right hand side is already 2, so you cannot simplify that further. So I will start with the left hand side. So you will convert basically cot, cosec, tan and sec into sin and cos. Always start with like this. Convert the trigonometric function, any trigonometric function that is there, into sin and cos. So 1 plus cos upon sin theta minus 1 upon sin theta plus 1 upon sin theta upon cos theta plus 1 upon cos theta is equal to 2. Okay, now what will be the LCM? LCM will be sin theta in this side So you will get sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 upon sine theta into LCM here will be cos theta. So you will get cos theta plus 1 is equal to, so I wanted to write this is just the left hand side we are solving. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Now how we can proceed further is, just look carefully at this. In this one, sine theta plus cos theta is A and I am assuming 1 as B. So this is A minus B into A plus B. A minus B into A plus B is A square minus B square. You have studied this identity before. Okay, so I will just write A B square. So this is exactly what I am going to do. Okay, sine theta plus cos theta whole square minus 1 square upon sine theta cos theta. So sine theta plus cos theta whole square, you can simplify this further. You know what is the A plus B whole square? A plus B whole square is A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So this will be sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta minus 1 upon sine theta cos theta. A square plus B square plus 2AB. So what is sine square theta plus cos square theta? That is 1. That is 1. Okay. Now, okay, I will write here. So this will be 1 minus, 1 plus 2 sine theta cos theta minus 1 upon sine theta cos theta. 1 plus 1 minus 1 gone. So you can cancel sine theta cos theta. So you will get 2, and which is equal to RHS. Hence proved. Okay. See, the most basic thing that you can do in these questions is to start from the more complicated side and convert all the trigonometric functions into sine cos. After that, you will automatically see what is happening. Just convert this, if there is cot, tan, cosec, anything, just convert it into sine and cos. This is what I did exactly here. Okay, and now you can find out the answer. Okay, this is the way I proceed in question. Your teacher might show you different ways, but this is the way I proceed. Okay. In these questions, it doesn't matter the way you take. The thing is important is that you should be able to prove the left hand side equal to right hand side. Method is not important. Okay. Next part. Okay, so this is the question. So you have to decide which side you can proceed. From my side you can proceed, and from any side, because both sides are complicated. Both have this has secant cos and this has cot and tan. It's up to you, okay, but I would prefer to proceed from the left hand side because it is little bit more complicated, because you see there is a fraction also here. Okay, there is something in the fraction, so it is little bit more complicated. So I would prefer to proceed from the left hand side. So now in this case, you don't convert. First of all, you are seeing one thing here, 1 plus tan square theta and 1 plus cot square theta. Okay, what is 1 plus tan square theta? You know this identity. So 1 plus secant square okay, and so cosec square, sorry, we have to find the value of cot. Okay, yes, so cosec square theta okay. So secant square, instead of 1 plus tan square theta you can write sec square theta, because I told you have to make it little bit more compact. Okay, you will make little bit this one, you will solve first. You are seeing there is identity applicable here. So instead of 1 plus tan square you can write sec square, and instead of cosec square minus cot square, instead of 1 plus cot square you can write cosec square. So I will write that only. Now it is little bit simplified. See, earlier it was more complicated. Now I have simplified it little bit. See, this 1 plus has disappeared. Now there is only 4 functions. Okay, now we will convert it into sine and cos form. Okay, so look carefully. Okay, sine cube theta upon cos cube theta upon 1 upon cos square theta. So what is happening here is, okay, you can see this part. Okay, this will move on the top, cosec, cos square and sine square. So now what will happen here is, you can cancel cos square and 3 from here. Now only cos theta will remain, and here sine square and 3. Okay, so what will you get is sine cube theta upon cos theta plus cos cube theta upon sine theta. Okay, now you will take the LCM. LCM is sine theta cos theta. So LCM we will take, so the sine will get multiplied here. Okay, so from this we have made it into this form, sine raised to the power 4 theta plus cos raised to the power 4 theta upon cos theta sine theta. Now you see here, somehow you need to bring a 2 here. You see there is minus 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay, and now here you see sine raised to the power 4 theta plus cos raised to the power 4 theta. Okay, now you know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Okay, but sin 4 theta plus cos 4 theta, that is not 1. So how will you convert it into something like that? You can write it like this. Now look carefully here. I wrote sin raised to the power 4 theta as sin square square whole square. Okay. I wrote cos square as cos square whole square. That is the same thing. Yes, if you open the brackets. Now look carefully here. I wrote 2 sin square theta cos square theta minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta. That will be 0. So not a problem. Okay. Now why I did that is you can assume sin square theta is A and cos square theta is B. So what is happening here? A square plus B square plus 2AB. That is what? A plus B whole square. So I can write instead of whole this I can write sin square theta plus cos square theta whole square minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta, right, upon cos theta sin theta. Okay, we got the 2 also. See here you have seen 2. So we got the 2 also, and sin square theta plus cos square theta is what? That is 1. So you can write here 1 minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta upon cos theta sin theta. Okay, now just open the open the division sign. Okay, open the bracket, division sign. So you can write here 1 upon cos theta sin theta minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta upon cos theta sin theta. Okay. Now what is 1 upon cos theta? 1 upon cos theta is sec theta. 1 upon sin theta is what? Cosec theta. Okay. Now look carefully in this one. Sin theta and square cancel. Cos theta and square cancel. Okay. So what you will get? Minus 2 sin theta cos theta. So this is your left hand side and it is equal to your right hand side. This is the left hand side and it is equal to the right hand side. Hence it is proved. You have to write here hence proved. Okay. Hence proved or hence verified. Little bit complicated question, but it's not that difficult. Okay. So this was the fifth part. This question will be at least a 5 marker if you get it in your exam. Okay, so the next part, let's try and solve. Next part is sixth part. Okay, 1 upon sec plus theta plus tan theta, 1 upon sec theta plus tan theta minus 1 upon cos theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta minus 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. So both sides are equally complicated. So you can proceed with left hand side also, right hand side also. So I will proceed with the left hand side. So first thing you will do, there is no identity possible here. So first you will do is convert sine, sec and tan into cos and sine theta. So 1 upon cos theta plus tan theta is sine theta upon cos theta minus 1 upon cos theta. Okay, so cos theta will go on the top. Yes, see, first of all I will write LCM is cos theta, right? So 1 upon sine theta plus cos theta upon cos theta minus 1 upon cos theta. Now this cos theta will go on the top. So cos theta upon 1 plus sine theta minus 1 upon cos theta. Okay, now just do the cross product or LCM, whatever you say it. So this will be cos square theta minus 1 minus sine theta upon is it right? Yes. So now what can you do? There is no identity possible here, right? Nothing much you can do here in this one. So look at the numerator. Are you seeing a 1 there? And there is a cos square. So to eliminate this cos square, what you can do is you can basically convert this 1 into C. Cos square theta minus sine square theta minus cos square theta. Why? Because 1 is equal to sine square theta plus cos square theta. Okay, so instead of 1 I am writing sine square theta plus cos square theta, and there was a minus outside. So see, I will write it. Cos square theta minus sine square theta plus cos square theta minus sine theta. So instead of 1 I wrote this. Okay, now open the bracket. Anything cancelling? Yes. Cos square theta cancel. So remaining is it right? Yes. Anything you can cancel. 1 plus sine theta and sine theta plus 1 cancel. So minus sine theta upon cos theta, that is minus tan theta. Okay. So left hand side comes out to be minus tan theta, and right hand side you can see 1 upon cos theta minus 1 upon 1 sec theta minus tan theta. So what will you do? You will try and simplify the right hand side also. You will try and simplify, because left hand side comes out to be minus tan theta. Now you will simplify the right hand side and see if it comes out to be minus tan theta, because left hand side is not coming this. So you will simplify the right hand side now. Left hand side came out to be minus tan theta. So I will write here just minus. Okay. So this is an additional case for you, that in some cases of these questions the left hand side might not come to equal to right hand side upon simplification. So what you will do, you will prove the right hand side equal to what came out to be the left hand side. So we will simplify this one now first. So 1 upon cos theta, 1 upon sec theta is how much? 1 upon cos theta minus sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, so cos theta goes on the top. Okay, I am doing this little bit faster because I have done the same steps before also. So 1 minus sin theta minus cos square theta okay, again you can write 1 as sin square theta plus cos square theta, okay, minus sin theta minus okay, cos square theta cancel. You can take out sin common from here, sin theta common, so sin theta minus 1 upon cos theta into 1 minus sin theta. Okay, now in this one you can take out you can write it like this, minus sin theta 1 minus sin theta upon you can write cos theta 1 minus sin theta. So 1 minus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta cancel, and this comes out to be minus sin theta upon cos theta, that is minus tan theta, and you can see right hand side is equal to left hand side, so you can say hence verified. So I think for today this is enough. We will continue in the next class.